Okay, and we're back. We are going to make a Windows Server 2019 virtual machine from an ISO image now. So, same thing, go to File. Oh, sorry, it's yelling at me about telling me that I can hook USB items up to it. So, new virtual machine, go to Typical, Next, tell it where to find the image. Right now we're going to grab that Server 2019 image and click Open, and Next. And it wants a product key. You don't necessarily have to have that product key. So we're going to click Standard Core and then click Next. Windows will install without one, but must be manually activated later. Yeah, sure. Right, Windows Server 19, we're going to say CyberPatriot. Windows Server 2019. Well, I'll be right back. I just need to check my spelling there. So I'm going to click right there. Let's not do the extra A in there, so let's click Next. And again, I think 40 is plenty big enough for this because we're really not going to be doing a whole lot with it. So we click Next, Customize Hardware. Remember, we want to go back up here, give it 16 gigs of RAM and 2 cores. We go to Processor, 2 processors, 1 core per. Okay, that's fine. Now click Close, Finish. Alright, and again, we can keep fighting with this. But it's going to pop up and you just have to click in there and then click a key. And I kept with the Windows 10 installation changing the resolution. I'm just going to wait until it all installs and then worry about changing the resolution. Okay, so we can click Server Standard Evaluation, Server Standard Evaluation with Desktop Experience, Windows Server 2019 Data Center Evaluation, or Data Center Evaluation Desktop Experience. If you don't click this Desktop Experience, you're not going to have the GUI. And that's probably not what you're looking for. You're not looking for a Windows Server that's just command line only. So we need to click Desktop Experience. But this next part is something that's really weird. But thankfully, somebody took the time to say what the fix was. So I'm going to let you see what the problem is, and then we're going to work on it together. So if I click on this Data Center Evaluation and click Next, it's going to do this weird thing where it says it can't find the license terms. And I have to click OK. And it's going to take me back to the boot up screen, and that's really not what I want. So we have to go back just a bit because we have to change some of these things. So if I go to Virtual Machine Manage, I can't manage the settings right now. So what I need to do is turn it off. Okay, Control-Alt gets my mouse back, and then shut down guest. I'm sure I want to shut it down. Okay, so now I need to go to VM, Manage, and then I need to change the hardware. This floppy. Okay, I just right-clicked on where it said floppy disk, and we'll see where it says floppy using file auto-inst.flp. Let's just remove that floppy drive. I don't know why that's on there, but that caused problems before. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to click Power on this virtual machine, and then I have to very quickly click in here and boot to and click on something to boot to CD. And you're going to see that now we're in good shape. So why did I bother showing you that error? Well, because that error sucks, and there are plenty of people that have gotten stuck on that. So now this looks like what we did with Windows 10. So I can click Next. I can click Install Now. And it's going to take a little bit, but we're going to get started. So I'm going to pause, and I'll come back at key moments. Okay, here's a key moment. We need to choose what we want. If you're not sure, click on this Data Center Evaluation. Make sure it says Desktop Experience, and then click Next. You want to accept the license terms and click on install Windows only. You want to click that drive and click next. And then here we go. We're going to do the install. So I'm going to pause while that works, and I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so that went through all the steps, and then it restarted, and then it brought me to this screen. Of course, there's a built-in administrator in server 19, and that's what you're going to log in as. We're going to make the password Sparkman CP with a capital S on Sparkman and CP capitalized. Let me just show that to you. Sparkman CP. And we're going to do the same thing in the confirmation here. I'm going to write it again. You'll have to forgive me. It is 2 in the morning, and I am not running on all cylinders here. All right, Sparkman CP. Going to click finish. The password you type doesn't meet the password complexity requirements, of course. So we're going to have to do Sparkman CP exclamation point 1 2 3. Sparkman CP exclamation point 1 2 3. Let's see how that does. That one says Spackman. Now let's try it. All right. Okay. So now you have to press Control-Alt-Delete to log in. Well, we're not going to do that right now. We are going to expand this just a little bit. And we have to send a Control-Alt-Delete to it. And that will go up here to send a Control-Alt-Delete. Click on VM and then send Control-Alt-Delete. If you press Control-Alt-Delete on your keyboard, it's going to do that for your main Windows machine. That's not what you want. So we did Sparkman CP exclamation point 1 2 3. We log in. And we're logged in. So again, we want to change those display settings and find something that works for you. So on this guy, I'm going to go click. Yeah. I'm going to try this 1280 by 960. Well, maybe not that much. Yeah. 1680 by 1050 or 1440 by 900. Yeah, that looks good. So whatever works for you. You should be able to pick 1920 by 1080. Obviously, this looks like it's as good as it's gonna get for me right now. Having trouble getting it to stay on the page. So okay. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully everything's good. You're going to have to configure the server, but that's kind of what you're going to do. And don't forget, it's helpful if you just click on this install tools here. But that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you later.